don't get paid if you sleeping, man. You don't know where I come from. You don't know what I've been through. Realize I don't say I sent you. You getting mad, I'm sitting back, I'm fucked up, I'm getting trash. Gotta go watch 2 gold chains and I go real like like you know. Man, I rap like it's loaded. I mean,
what's up, guys? Welcome back to another amazing video. Thank you so much for watching. On this video, I'm gonna be talking about the BTC price that is happening, my future predictions, as well as what's going on in the whole entire crypto space. So a lot of speculation is it's happening right now. You know, it's over, crypto's done for, Bitcoin's going to, I'm already starting to see tweets saying that Bitcoin's going to 5K, 2K, blah, 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 you know, a bunch of stuff. Of course, we're going to start seeing that, which I actually love seeing it, to be honest with you guys. That means cheaper crypto for more possibilities for us people to get rich and turn into millionaires on the next bull run, which, by the way, I predict that the next bull run is going to be around 2026 to 2027. I'm looking forward to the halvening. I think it's going to happen, if I remember correctly, I saw April of 2024. That's going to bring a lot of crypto prices, in my opinion, down, and it's going to be cheaper. I understand that Bitcoin's going to be less mineable, like per block and all that, and it will potentially bring the price higher because of scarcity. So I understand that, but you got to understand how the crypto works, how past halvenings have worked, and if you know what I'm talking about, you know exactly what I mean. So the Bitcoin right now price is at $20,429. This charting I have right here, the lines, supports, resistance, even the squiggly lines, all of these are exactly the same. I have not touched anything at all, okay? So this is the video I uploaded on June 17th about what could potentially happen. And as you guys see, if you compare them side by side, they're literally exactly the same. I have not moved them at all. Look at this little gap right here. They're literally exactly the same, just of course a little bit zoomed out differently. But you guys get the drift. I have not changed anything. And on the video, I mentioned there would be 2 possibilities. It would hold on to this support level at around 29.3, somewhere around there. And if it lost it, it would come down to this support level right here and touch and potentially bounce. And look what happened. So this was one of the scenarios I mentioned. If we hold this, we could potentially go back up into resistance. But that right there just got terminated like quick in a matter of just hours. Bitcoin went from 29K, 28K, all the way down to 20K, 19K, 17K. And I said, be very careful. If we lost 20K, that's where a lot of positions gets liquidated and we will get flushed out quick. And that's what happened. 20K just gone. 17 point, I think if I remember correctly, 17.3-ish, somewhere around there, 17.5K, and it came very fast. Everybody got scared. I was just calm and cool. I accidentally moved that line, and I was just hoping, man, we could retest this area down here. 14.4K is what I really wanted to see. We will get there though. My next price target, and I already mentioned it on some of my tweets. Go follow me on Twitter, CryptoAudiKing. Thank you all that have followed me. Even if you have notifications on, great, I appreciate that. Those of you watching right now, because you have notifications on YouTube, I love you guys. You're the reason why this channel is here. So 12.2K, give or take 12.4K, is my next target for crypto. But before we even get there, I think that's like the worst case scenario type of price, and I will be very happy to start buying at around 12K area. But 14.2 will come if this right here breaks. Now, what's this area? This area is around the give or take 20K, which we did break, but that I would consider that like a wick. But the body didn't, okay? So if I zoom in even more, majority of this is just pretty much, oh, did I move that line? I did, dang it. Somewhere around there. That was pretty much like the wicks, okay? But the body didn't really do anything of the candles. Now, if we would have closed way above, way below down here on the 20K, I want to say like the weekly, then yes, we would have definitely have touched 14.4 and potentially maybe as low as 12.2 in a matter of a few weeks, give or take. based off of the weekly. So now we are literally hovering around the 20K area, which makes sense. They just literally liquidated a bunch of people right here, and it was on purpose. I said they will aim. There's snipers out there in the crypto area space where they just snipe and get people liquidated, and it was just a domino effect, and that's what caused all of that. And I mentioned in my video too that, you know, the liquidation crash is happening, and it did, and it's not over. There's still many companies and organizations and big whales that have liquidations of calls and shorts and long positions, however you want to mention it, and they're all the way down to like 12.2, 14.7. I've seen very few at like 11.6, you know, stuff like that. They're just dumping in more money, more wrapped Bitcoin, more Ethereum, Aave, a whole bunch of stuff into there where they can lower their liquidation price target and all that stuff, where they would get liquidated. So they're trying to get it there. They really are. So these are the two scenarios that I said that would happen. Of course, it would go on here and bounce and potentially go into another channel up here, or it would break and then it would go create another channel down below. I'm going to go ahead and create another line down here because that is two different possibilities that can happen. I'm going to go ahead and color this yellow. Now, why that color? I just like yellow because of Bitcoin. So if I take this out some more, on the previous video, I said, look at this. You know, what does this look like? It looks like this area right here of 2018, give or take, exactly the same. So look what happened next. We pumped up. What are we doing right now? We're trying to pump up. And as soon as that happened, look at this channel. It was just a slow bleed for months. And that's what's going to happen again. At least that's my prediction. So if I take the little tiny crayon right here, this, if 20K holds, and this is doing good, I know in my previous video and most of this video I'm saying it's gonna go down, I'm bearish, you know, but the chart, that's what the chart is was telling me, you know, it was gonna crash, it was gonna be bearish. Right now there's two different scenarios that could happen again. Of course, go up and we create this channel right here, which is, which is of course this channel right here where we bounce and then we create this channel. Or we could of course break this support level again and actually close, and then we go down and then create that channel over here, which means we would go, of course, not to like 500 or whatever dollars. No, I'm saying like we would go like around 10, 11, 12K, somewhere around that area. Right now, it's very critical for Bitcoin to either go up to potentially $28,000, which that's where I'm saying it's going to go. If it goes up from here, if it holds and bounces up, it's going to go to around 27.5 to 28.5K. If you want to get a long position, that's fine. That's all up to you. Not financial advice or anything. Keep in mind that this is a very high risk play. If you want to make a quick buck, that's fine. I don't care. I'm just giving you my own train of thought. So if this holds and it bounces, it's going to go up to the resistance level of around 28.5, give or take. So then it's going to create that channel, okay? If it breaks, then we're going to go low, 12.2, you know, 14.4 is my range. And then we're going to start creating this channel. That's this right here. And then it's going to start going like around here. And then way years from now, we're going to start creating that curve again and create all-time high, which is around 2026, 2027. I know I'm getting, you know, annoying of saying that, but that's my prediction, man. And I hope I'm right. So checking out the RSI, it was below 20. I mentioned it too. I was like, yo, look, the RSI, I mentioned it on this video. I said the RSI is low, very low, so it's due for a bounce. And it was around, how much was it whenever I first made a video? I think it was around 23. Yeah, it looks like around 23, 22 area. And I said it could go as low as like 13, 14, because it has in the past. Way down here, it even went down to like 10 or 9. So it, you know, the RSI, it was like, yeah, it's oversold. It's due for a bounce. which I saw that happening. What's happening right now is a bounce. It went from 17 all the way right now to 21K, okay, around that area. So that was pretty much the signal that it's going to bounce eventually. But the RSI creeping up and the price staying somewhat flat, a little bit worrisome, okay, for you moon boys out there. So if we start curling up, the RSI starts going upwards in the 30s, 40s, we're going to start crashing back down. The RSI, you know, it could go back to 15, but if it goes back to 15, 17, or 18, that price is going to be way lower than where we were right here, 17.5. So I hope you guys keep that in mind also. I hope I made some sense. I was everywhere in this video, and I totally agree. I understand, but you know, I'm trying to make people understand all of this right here. I have no idea what I just did. So I'm trying to make like new people ish, you know, some people that are here somewhat in crypto that have been here for like a year and really don't understand what's going on. I hope this made better sense for you guys. I use TradingView. You guys should start teaching yourself TradingView. It's a great way to understand what could possibly happen. Talk about possibly happen. So look at this right here. If we zoom in even more, and this is the daily, the 1334 did cross right here, and it tried, but this was way back then, right? This tried to go over, but it failed and completely crashed. That was another signal that this was going to crash down, and I saw that. And now 1334 are separating, which in my opinion, it needs time to come together and get closer. That's where I see this 20K to 21K hovering for a hot minute until these two get closer. Because look at this, way in the past, look how close they are. They try to stay as close as possible for the price to be, you know, at least somewhat tradable, right? But whenever there's this separate, it just creates just heinous moves. And especially like right here, you see this big gap is just constant up, up, up. And then this big old gap that created right here is just constant down. Big candles are created whenever things like that happen. So I hope you guys keep that in mind. I do use the 1334 MA, which I find it way better. It's super easy to use. I love it. And it's easy to trade, get in, out, swing trade, all of them. Now looking into the weekly for BTC, it is horrible, to be honest with you. That 1334 is still very separate, but look at that, the wick is below this support, on my support level, okay? So that's what you got to understand. Now looking back, this channel right here, man, very important channel. We gotta be very careful, and that's around the 14.4K area that I mentioned previously. It's gonna be a tough one to break, but you have to keep in mind, back then, you know, DeFi wasn't a thing. NFTs were not big way over here. Liquidity like PancakeSwap, Uniswap, 1inch, all of that stuff, them companies weren't here. These little tiny traders did not know how to long, did not know how to have any positions to short. These little people, me included, like way over here though, I was way down here. I've been doing this since 2015, so I pretty much understand some of this basic stuff and trends and everything. So these guys that didn't really know how to trade are over here now. Now they can short it, now they can long it whenever they want to. Even if they know the small basics of charting, they can at least get into a position, okay? And DeFi and all of these other companies are literally giving you free access on your phone with the click of a button to be able to just dump or buy. And back then it wasn't really that easy to do. All this pump right here was the ICO, IEO, all of them. You guys know what I'm talking about. The really, you know, the OG people of crypto know what I'm talking about. The ICO stage right here. This was all DeFi, a little bit of like the metaverse, play to earn, you know, so on and so forth. Now, if you notice a pattern, you know, there's something motivating every single pump, every single all-time high going into crypto, ICO, literally NFTs, DeFi. Now, what is going to be way over here? You know, that's the $1 million question. I've speculated it could be the metaverse, maybe the play to earn, maybe, you know, a whole other thing than crypto that we don't even know, and we will never know until it happens. You guys understand what I'm trying to say, right? I hope you guys are, because I'm trying to make the best video I can here. So it's motivating, you know, people to buy, and it's easy to buy crypto here. Now imagine what in 2026. Oh, I literally have it around the 2026 area that I said. Wow, that's crazy. Now imagine way over here how easy and accessible it's going to be to get crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all that. In my opinion, Ethereum is super cheap. Start loading up now. Some coins that I am looking into, which I think I should make a video about that, like the top 5 coins to buy in the bear market or something like that. I'll actually hold on to that train of thought. I'll make a video about that. Let me know what you think if I should make that video. I'll be glad to do it, man. And I have some great coins, altcoins, that I think are going to survive this bear market, multi-year bear market. You know, if altcoins are bleeding now, it isn't anything compared to what's possible here, man. I've seen some coins go from 1/10 of a penny to $1, and then all the way down to 1/2 tenth. Okay, they literally lose 99% of their value and they're dead. Some of them do bounce back if they survive this bear market. For example, one good example is Solana. If they manage to, you know, completely do good, totally fix their coding, or at least, you know, no more lag, delays, decentralization, all that stuff. If they manage to fix it, and if they survive this bear market, Solana could go to easily $1,000 per coin. That's my prediction. So that's one of the tokens I am going to be loading up on, as long as they do good. I really hope they do. So it is a high risk, high reward, but I'm down for it, man. $100 of Solana at $6 to $10, 10 coins, that's 10K in the future. Great coin, man. I love it, especially whenever it comes to the NFT space. It's a baby, it's very new, and it's, you know, it struggles on its days, but it has potential. Okay, that's what you got to keep in mind. So that's the Bitcoin price target that I said, you know, 14.4, 12.2 worst case scenario is my prediction. And we can, I know I'm saying, you know, bearish, go down, crash, blah, blah, blah. Right, I understand that. But if it goes, there could also be, what I think is going to happen is going to be like a bearish bull run, if you understand me, right? There's other terms for it too. A bear, what is it called? I remember seeing a specific article explaining it. So I can't remember the name of it exactly. Maybe you guys can write it down in the comment section below and remind me. But during a bear market, there can be literally a pump and expect it to be like the bull run, but it's not. It's a trap. It's a bull trap, and it's gonna go up, and then it's just gonna trade down sideways, back and forth, like how it did way back here. This pump right here, everybody said it was gonna reach all-time high again, and never did. It just kept going down. It was a slow bleeder. So that's what's gonna happen right here. In a bear market that we are right now, there will be pumps up and then back down. So that's what we got to be careful with. You got to, don't fall for that. I really hope people don't really, you know, get a big position here and expect it to go back up to 60, 65K, and then they get wrecked, you know, and then they start complaining whenever it drops down to 10, 11, 12K, because it will happen, like eventually, in my opinion. I think it will. So let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Take care. I'm out. Peace.
You don't get paid if you sleep in, man. You don't know where I come from. You don't know